Hello friends, today's topic is living in my car. Let's rant.
I live in my car and this is the question. How are you doing with this heat? It's miserable. I wake up every day at 4 in the morning. I have to turn the car on, turn the AC on, which is not safe because I try to be very stealthy. But I turn on for like 20 minutes and then I go back to sleep. I have my constant fans going on my USB fans because I have a battery, a Bluetti. So I run that all night. And that helps a lot to keep the windows cracked in the daytime. I try to stay in the shade. I have my reflectors up, which reduce the car residual heat and things like that. It helps, but it doesn't do everything. But yeah, I'm dealing. I actually passed out the other day from heat exhaustion. My people took care of me, but still, it's scary sometimes how hot it gets, and you have to remember to replenish your fluids in the morning because you can sweat everything out of you in your sleep. Be careful. I'm not in my car. I'm in someone else's car. I can't safely drive my car, so I am going to my job. They gave me a hotel for the job, and then I'm going to be in the hotel for a few days while I work this job, and then I'm going to return this car and gonna have the money from this job. I'm just been penalized a little bit, but I can't be too upset. And I'm not driving. I'm literally just stuck in traffic right now. So I've been in the car for like 30 minutes and I started 10 minutes back there. So hoping this 7 hours and 39 minutes will drive quickly and we'll be able to get to Georgia to get to my job. Homelessness versus houselessness. I live in my car. Let's get into it. I've lived in this car since December and it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. Over 12 years ago, I lived in a van for 2.5 years, followed by 6 months living in a car. I had nothing in my van back then. It just fascinates me, all the things that I have available to me now that actually allow me to live in my car. I didn't have those things before because they didn't exist. It wasn't a niche to live in a van. I had a van. I had nothing but 2 uniforms, a dress, and a regular outfit. Now I have this guy which powers my stuff. It's 600-watt battery from Bluetti. I have a whole bed. I have blankets, everything that I need. I have my cell phones. I have a tablet, a laptop, and things like that. I'm not trying to tell you everything that I have because I don't want people to think they can take it, but I have a stove and I have the means to take care of myself, and that's the difference between homelessness and houselessness. I'm not homeless. No one wants to admit that they're homeless, but I'm not homeless. I am houseless. I have what I need.
Life can be tough. Take steps to move forward to reach your goals. Let's continue.
I live in my car. I'm stuck in South Carolina. This is update number 5 or 6, but I have an alternator that is draining my battery apparently. But the thing is, if I keep an auto zone every hour on my way home, if possible, to check the battery percentage, and then I can charge it before I leave and keep charging it on my drive, do you guys think that I'll make it to Virginia to where I can get my alternator for just $400? Do you think that would be worthy? Because I feel like that would be great. Instead of the quote of $1,400 that I was quoted here in South Carolina by the same dealerships. So please, someone give me some advice here. Do you think that would work? Hey guys, it's Callista back with a morning routine for the long haul. So this one's a long video. I've been asked to do some longer videos. So basically get up and try to grasp the fact that I'm awake. So I have to move my crate to access my clothes. I did kind of throw them in, so it took me a second to actually find what I was going to wear. I'm going to wear this beautiful multicolored little romper. For TikTok purposes, I did use the blanket to cover, but usually I have enough privacy to be able to just change clothes in the car. And then I climbed to the front seat to use my morning hygiene, where I use deodorant and brush my teeth. I think this is really, really important when you live in a car to maintain these apartment normalcies. Hygiene is very, very important to me. Sparkly clean. I do climb to the back after that, take the battery, put it in the back seat, and then take all of the blinds down, take the fan down, and then I'll turn the car on just to get rid of any condensation. Like and follow for more.
I live in my car to save money and not pay rent, so I just go to the middle of the woods and I camp in areas that don't have any bathrooms, no water, no hookup, no electricity, and I stay there for free. And people ask, how do I have internet? How do I have a signal? I don't have a signal, but in order to get internet, I bought a Starlink, and I'll show you right now how easy it is to set up my little system. Everything is very organized. So I put this up here, and then, oh, there goes that. And then this sticks in like so. I find that sweet spot. And then turn on our power station. Bada bing, bada boom. Now I have Wi-Fi in the middle of the woods. And it's pretty high speeds. If you guys are curious to know more about this fancy device, let me know and I can make more videos. This is your sign to escape the city and just live in the woods. Tonight, I think I'll be able to see the Milky Way. There's a lot of mosquitoes. That's the worst part about living in the woods, is the bugs. And then I have this little, this is at Costco. Go snag one right now. It's amazing, and like the design, oh my gosh, and it was only $12. Vintage.
Yeah, living in my car, it can be tough, but to be honest, I got the swing of things now. So yeah, I'll go over my budget, parking, gym membership, all of that. I don't really have a set budget because I don't honestly make enough consistent money to set out a direct budget, if that makes sense. Because I hustle up my money each month and I never really know how much I'm gonna make each month. So work-wise, what I do is house and dog sitting, and I get hired to do that. I started through Rover, but now I'm in my hometown, so there's a lot of people that know me, and I'm just the girly they call to watch their dogs. Then I also pick up shifts as like a newborn care specialist, nanny, babysitter. Then can also always do DoorDash if I need extra money. Gym membership, I do the black card at Planet Fitness. It gets me in any Planet Fitness all over the US. And that's also where I shower. Then I use an app called iOverlander that tells me safe places to park, and I can read reviews of other nomads who have parked in safe areas.
Yeah, let's talk about where to park when you are living out of your car in the United States. First off, having a ton of anxiety and freaking out because you don't know where to park is a very normal part of learning to live out of your car. I highly recommend, if you're able to, getting reflectors to put in any non-tinted windows so that you are not seen and people aren't going to know that you're sleeping in your car. Some good go-to locations are hospitals. They're open all night. There's usually pretty good security around the area. There are a lot of major department stores that you are allowed to park in overnight. So like Walmart, for example, is a really classic one. If you are wanting to learn more about where these locations are, get into the van life part of the internet, because van lifers have to do this. They park overnight all the time. There's a website called iOverlander, like just the letter I and then Overlander. They also have an app. I use that often when I'm going to a new place or when I'm on a road trip and need to stop for a little bit. It's completely user driven. People just will talk. They will put a little dropped pin when they've stayed somewhere overnight, and they'll put information about what resources are available there, and whether it's legal to be doing that, whether it's open, closed, whether someone knocked on their door, what kind of folks are around the area, etc. I find that really helpful just to give myself a sense of what to expect. I'm a big fan of rest stops. Not everyone is going to feel comfortable at a rest stop. The vibes are all over the place, but I really like them. They're well lit and there's a bathroom there. I know in Oregon, it's legal to stay in rest stops for 8 hours or something, and there's usually signage. I have to pee all the time, so having access to a restroom is key for me overnight. I pee at least twice a night. To that end, if you own a hoo-ha, it might be worth getting one of those funnel things. Some of them are advertised for camping, others are for trans mask folks. If you're looking to get into a routine, what I did and that worked really well for me was picking a residential area that is pretty nice. And then when I wake up in the morning, I don't do my morning routine where I parked. I drive to a public park and then do it there. Or anywhere that I know are going to have bathrooms available where I can brush my teeth and whatnot. Outdoor malls are great for this. But I just do that so that the people who are living in the area don't know that I'm sleeping in my car overnight. That way I'm not at risk of losing my ability to stay in the area, and also just for safety reasons. I've literally never had any problems. I've never had someone knock on my door. I've never had someone tell me to move. Never had any issues.
I live in my car. It's raining. It's 2 a.m. It's cold.
And I knew that I was gonna have a little bit of depression coming into this, because I did the research and I knew things were gonna be bad sometimes. But that's anything, right? And I had depression before I started, but I didn't think it was gonna hit this hard today. So I've been crying, and I think that this is normal, right? This is healthy for me to have doubts doing something that's gonna be such a big change of my life, right? Right? Fuck. I feel like I just worry. I'm trying to have the confidence to know that I did the right thing. That this is the right thing.
Living in the car, well, it can get worse, like living on the street, right? What do you think? Leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Until next video.